Well, hey there, good people. Um, all right, nobody's here. That's why I put this up so far in advance. All right. Um, the, uh, the disengaging doesn't bother me. No, it really doesn't. Um, because I don't need it to be me or to do what I do. Um, and I get a lot done. So, as I have mentioned, I don't like keeping notes and journals, and I'm not very good at it. So these videos serve a big purpose for me in um, documenting um, my journey and all that I go through. So I've been through a lot. I have done a lot. And for this phase that's happening here in July, the end of July on the 31st, has in reality can be completely separate, and it is, because we're just simply dealing with human trafficking and Executive Order 13818, which has to do with the seizure of all assets of human traffickers. And as Derek Johnson has mentioned several times, it's the death penalty for drug traffickers. What do you think the penalty is going to be for human traffickers? And then I'm just scrolling around looking at things, and I took a screenshot of this because I don't really want to watch the video. I think it's a John Nolan video, and I know he's a two-faced fuck, and he just makes me sick. Um, but at any rate, breaking news: Trump calls for death penalty for human trafficking. So now I don't think Derek Johnson stuttered when he tells us that these people know this stuff all the way down to the county level. And I have the evidence that's handwritten blue ink. That is where the first Superior Court I got to think how to phrase that. I'm going to take this card down. I want to think about how to phrase what I want to say. The first court of law, the People's Court, in my lifetime, will be open July 31st, right here on my property. Superior Court is the People's Court. And I know that there will be enough people here to conduct a hearing. Whether or not the people are able to impanel 12 judges and a quote unquote judge to judge the proceedings, to facilitate the proceedings, to open court, close court, and be the referee during court. Well, then there could be an outcome. Now, a big concern for me is the financial cost to the taxpayers, to the people, to the government. We are in reconstitution. This is important. Now, right now, Kalkaska is under a $20,000 a day penalty / fine. It's retroactive to 2015, and I have every justification to double it. But I don't want to do that. What I want is I want people to be free. I want to I want to see an end to this assumption, presumption, enslavement. Everything gets so much better. On average, 40,000 poisonings every day by the American Dental Association with root canal procedures. Hello. Someone popped in the chat. L4, LY4. A froggy went a courting. A froggy went a courting, huh? Well, good for the froggy. And welcome. So this is a historic event. And why would anybody not want to be here? Well, if you're a bar agent, a good reason to not want to be here. So here in Kalkaska, there's only 6 or 7 that have to vacate in order for we the people to step in and reestablish a free public. And I got them all. All right. I got the village police chief, the village manager, Aaron John Popa. I got him on video, YouTube, making himself fully culpable in this. And of course, we know Fatty is. Fatty and his deputy dog, Under Sheriff Wagner. Fatty just got Wagner wagging his tail. They're in them administrative courts with that gold fringe flag. Assistant Judge Lynn Mboude in her everyday business of human trafficking. But, well, Judge Lynn Mboude stepped outside of her jurisdiction, didn't she? That's not all caps name. That's blue ink. And, of course, there's the clerk, the prosecutor. They're all called to appear. None of them will. Now, a lot of you people don't know my story, or you don't know it well enough. And a very frustrating conversation earlier today with a man who should know my story well enough, but for whatever reason has just seemed to become obstinate, disengaged, and so I'm not going to spend any more time beating my head against the wall with people like that. I got 3 cameras rolling, and we're having all this trouble with the YouTube feed cutting, and I get the advice, well, that's why you should have straight video and then upload. Well, we had 3 cameras there. 2 were straight video. They kept shutting down too. There were 6 eyes there. There was not enough of us. So anyways, I was hoping, because in a way it became an overnight sensation. Got a bunch of subscribers, and I don't have many, and those I have don't engage. My videos don't get views, and I think this is really important information. You see, all right. A little over 2 years ago, I took the position as executive manager, executive emergency manager for Michigan State, for Michigan State, because of the state of Michigan. And I did that in court. and the military has record of it. So I was explaining to this man, you can tell people who I am, that I have the highest power in this state. And he says, you can't say that. It's not on a military.gov site. You can't say that. I said, yeah, I can say that. I can say I stepped into that position in a court of law, a high court, and I delivered that case where I took the position and ordered 3 garrison commanders to readiness and duty. And you can find that document on the services page in the documents section. It's 2 PDF files. That's actually one file, and you need to combine it. And if you get it in the right order, on the top, I think, is going to be the express service from the post office. The military has my information on file because I delivered it to them. Now, this is undisputed, unrebuted for over 2 years. And I take this very seriously. It's a responsibility. It's a duty. Now, this man I'm talking with saying, no, you're just full of shit. You're playing in fraud. You didn't take an oath. There is no oath to this. I stepped into the position lawfully because it's needed. And I have great power because of this. I actually have war powers because of this. I have the power to pardon. So what I was trying to explain is, what I'm looking to do is put the fear of God into these postal employees. Oh, I mentioned Kalkaska Post Office has been hiring, and there's been signs for over a year. And I said, because I only check the mailbox once or twice a year here lately. But I checked the box today, and I can see Kalkaska Post Office is seeking employees. Well, the employees that are there are at a post office that is facilitating human trafficking with a judge operating outside her jurisdiction. They all need to answer. I got to take a look at the comments. Congratulations on realizing and bringing into reality the fact that you are and house the Superior Court. Claim your authority. Mic drop. Well, hey, that's it. The Superior Court is the people's court. And it has been, it's been infiltrated, it's been taken away, and all you have is legalese and presumption, assumption and presumption, and a slave operation. So what's needed is the public to get involved and educate the people underneath, and they will vacate. So this is part of my mission, is to get people involved. So July 31st is a Monday. The weather so far looks favorable in the long range forecast. I think it's good for people that you want to get here early. You want to get here Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's fine. There's 40 acres here. There's lots of room for camping. Bring what you need. Don't look to me for what you need. Bring what you need, or be prepared to go into the village of Kalkaska or a close by community and get what you need. Of course, there's water here. And as far as water goes, I believe it's good water. All right, comments. Power to the people. Strength in numbers. Absolutely. It's all math. Spelling. Yeah. So we're dealing with truth and fact. That's what we're dealing with here. And this is undeniable. The judge operating outside her jurisdiction. We have the village police protecting her. We have the county sheriff's department protecting her. We have the county clerk and the prosecuting attorney and the postmaster for the Kalkaska Post. They're all going to have to come and answer. And they can't, so they won't show up. But we will call them. We will record it. And these poor sons of bitches are literally subject to 3 jurisdictions because in that fraud fiction system, they're cannibalistic parasites, and they have no problem with that. And then there's the People's Court, and then of course there's military tribunals happening. And Executive Order 13818 is kind of a scary thing, I would think, for anybody involved in any human trafficking, like the typist at the sheriff's office, the one who answers the phone at the sheriff's office, the one who runs errands at the sheriff's office, and the same for every other one, like the prosecuting attorney and the court clerk, Deborah Hill, and village manager, village idiot, chief of police, poopy pants, Popa. Once these people realize that, oh my God, my main occupation is human trafficking, well, I have the power as executive manager to pardon these people. And so as they red pill and freak out, and we can try and help find them a job. But the main thing is to get them to vacate. Vacate. Once that sheriff's department is vacated, the village police is vacated, we establish committees of safety. Once the circuit court and district court is vacated, we take out those bastardized, captured, gold fringe, tassel decorated flags, and we proudly hang Title IV flags. And the people assemble, and Kalkaska becomes the first free public county in America in my lifetime. Watch the videos touring Kalkaska, 4 videos. They're very short. It's a cannabis community. And look at me. If you know anything about my story, I mean, holy cow. But we can forget all about that. But when you want to wake the people up, when you want to be here, you want to tell them about me, who I am, well, you can throw that in there too. L4, LY4, that's quite a name. Yeah, setting the record straight. Unless anybody's got any questions, I'm not sure I've got anything else rolling off the tip of my tongue right now. I'm excited. I think you should be. Um, if you agree, share this information. And it's a beautiful time to be in Michigan. This is a tourist area. The areas surrounding Kalkaska, east, west, north, south. Um, and leaves are starting to change now. So it won't be peak, but there'll definitely be some color. And so I'll be back soon. Truth and fact rules. That's right. Truth and fact rules. All right, everybody. I love you. We're all going to be free and happy and healthy and prosperous.